Good afternoon, homesteaders. Welcome back to the channel, Arizona Unplugged. We are here. There we go. We are here in the new generator fire suppression room, whatever you want to call it. We got to think of a name of this place. Just the generator room right now. Actually, it looked better with the light off, I think. Okay, so I'm just giving you a quick review of where we're at right now as far as this current build, the generator slash fire suppression room. And so if you watched the last video, you know the walls are in, it's all insulated, it's painted, lights are on, everything's good to go. About half of the plumbing is done. I'll show you that here in a second. And I'm going to ask, especially for you motorheads out there, I've got a question regarding the exhaust of my generator specifically. But also for the diesel heater behind me and the water pump that you probably can't see. But I want to go over these two items, the diesel heater and the generator, because that's what's pertinent for today for where I'm at as far as this build. So this is the H-Calorie diesel heater. It's got some really good reviews. Of course, it's made in China. Everything's done except the exhaust. Now there's going to be total of three motors in this room. What you can't see right here is the big 2-inch trash pump. This is for my firefighting system. This is a gasoline motor. The generator, which is just to the side here. This is a dual fuel. It's propane and gasoline. And this guy is diesel. So we've got 3 different types of fuels going in this room here. And each one of these machines, when running, will create heat. So there are different products you can buy to run your exhaust. Which with these little motors, it's typically this stuff here. This is approximately 1 inch, I believe it's 24 millimeters, is this exhaust. It's made out of stainless steel. It's corrugated, so it's flexible. This one actually is for here, right there. A couple things real quick. If you're putting in these diesel heaters or anything like this, this is the muffler it comes with, right here. So this guy goes theoretically on the end of this, and it fits perfectly in there, and there's a hose clamp that goes right there. And I've seen a lot of people do this. I've been doing a lot of research on these things, the best way to install it here at my place. And I've seen so many times people will buy this heater and put this exhaust, and that's it. They think that this exhaust is airtight. It is not. When the motor's running, exhaust actually exits, not just here, but all over this thing. And to give you an example, I will cork this end with my hand and I will blow in this end, and you'll hear it for yourself. I hope you heard it. This thing leaks like a sieve. This is not sealed. This should not be in a confined room. This is for outside only. And yes, you can, on the other side of this, do an exhaust and put it wherever you want. But this guy by itself, this cannot be indoors where you need to continue living. Because carbon monoxide will fill the room because of this. People think this is sealed. It is not sealed. So I just wanted to throw that out there as a safety thing here. So for this heater, it's already been ducted. I just need to buy registers. The register this comes with is 3.5 inch. I had to put a bell reducer here to go from 3.5 to 4, because 4 inch and 3 inch is standard what you get like at Home Depot. But the H-Calorie heater itself is 3.5 inch. So this is really loose. So we're not using this. This is meant for the 3.5 inch ducting that this machine came with, which I'm not using. This is 4 inch, and that's a T up there. One T goes through the wall into the solar room. The solar and my water filters are over there to keep that room warm. And the other end is for this room to keep this room warm. So it's just a T, it splits off. So half the heat will go over there, half the heat will stay here. This still needs to get strapped down. If you look how I got this going on here. So this is the intake, the air intake. Now mind you, this room has got 6 vents, 2 on each side of, so the north side, west side, and the south side all have vents for fresh air intake, which is this guy here. And it comes with this, they call it a filter, but it's not. It's just basically to keep bugs from getting inside the intake. So this is the air intake for the combustion chamber itself. This is the fan. You probably can't see it. I can't go too far because my phone is plugged in. There's a grate right here, and this is the inlet for the fan itself. And then you have the exhaust, or not the exhaust, the hot air out. And then I showed you that's the exhaust. This will end up going down through the floor, which I'll show you how I did the generator. It's still not done yet, but this system's ready to go. The heater's ready to go. I just need to run the exhaust. No big deal. I was actually going to do that today, but I got preoccupied doing the generator. I haven't done anything with the trash pump yet, other than buying these guys off Amazon. So this is a 2-inch barbed by 2-inch swivel nut, and it has a rubber gasket inside. This will be for here. This connects right on here, like this, and then the green hose that I already have will go from here to my manifold. So these are not cheap, guys. I believe 2 of them were like $25 or something like that. So I bought 4. That's what I'm going to need to hook up this one pump. But I can't find these anywhere. Harbor Freight doesn't carry them, even though they sell the hoses that have these attached. They don't sell these separately. Home Depot doesn't have this. Nobody has it. So I ordered it online. Now, the threads for this pump are 2-inch. Let me see if I can find. Here we go. They're 2-inch MIP male iron pipe threads. This is a 2-inch PVC adapter. So these threads are the exact same threads that are on this pump. Now I could go and just get a female, hook it right up to the male ends of the pump, and hard pipe this bad boy and be done with it. However, I don't want to do that because this is a gas machine, and when it's running, it vibrates. I don't want that vibration to carry on through the rigid pipe. Eventually something will give, and most likely it's going to be a joint at a fitting like this. So I'm going to have these with a male adapter here, and then this end, it'll be a hose that goes from here. It's a PVC hose that's flexible, and it'll go from here to the inlet and the outlet of the pump. That way, when this machine is vibrating and shaking, it won't damage this. Last thing I need is to be fighting a fire and then one of these glue joints gives away because of the vibration. So I'm going to use the rubber hose for that. So I'm not hooking this up yet. The diesel heater is pretty much good to go. The generator, I need one thing, and that's where you gearheads come in. Anyone watching this, if you've used, you know that a lot of motorcycle guys will use this exhaust tape. It's a heat absorbing tape, cloth almost, and you wrap it around your exhaust. And there's a couple different ones that I saw. JB Weld makes one that it'll get hard when you use it. Some of them requires water. You have to soak it in water, then wrap your pipe, and then it'll harden. I'm thinking about using that for this exhaust, and here's the reason why. I think I'm probably going to need the light on for this guy. So right now, I bought the extended exhaust pipe, and it fits right in the exhaust. Hopefully you guys can see that. Yeah, right there. It fits right into the exhaust of the generator, but there's no real seal right here. So what I was thinking of doing, and tell me if I should or shouldn't do this, but I want to get that exhaust wrap and go around the muffler, little stub out here, and just wrap it all the way, you know, and come down and down here. And this will be actually centered on the hole. And then I've got this stuff here, heat resistant caulking, fire stop, just so the hot exhaust pipe doesn't touch the plywood countertop. But can you guys think of a better idea? I tried, where is it? Excuse me guys, I just want to show you what I've tried using and it didn't really work. I didn't give it much time, to be honest, but where did I put that? Oh, here it is. Foil tape. I use this when I install water heaters, just for the ducting right here. This doesn't get too hot, maybe 100 degrees-ish, somewhere in there. But the exhaust, I actually have one of these laser thermometer guys, and I had this running for about a minute, and I did a temperature setting of the muffler itself is almost 600 degrees. And this stuff that I had on there started smoking, started melting. So this is not meant for high temperatures, whereas that exhaust wrap that I was talking about goes up starting at 1800 degrees. So between 1800 and 2500 degrees, this exhaust wrap uses. So that's what I'm considering using here, guys. I'm gonna pick some up. I've never used it before personally, but I'm assuming it'll work. It's for exhaust, it's for high temperatures. And even if this gets at 500 degrees, 600 degrees, that won't even touch that heat tape that is rated for 18 to 2500 degrees. So that's what I'm thinking about using. Tell me what you guys think. Should I use it? I'm also going to put a piece of sheet metal here on the wall as a heat shield, just like I did in the cabin for my wood stove. The top of my wood stove gets about 550 degrees, so this should be perfect. So I know what you're asking, Vaughn, how are you going through the floor with this? And why aren't you going through the wall? Why aren't you going horizontally? Well, let me answer that question first. I don't want to go horizontally because inside the wall, I have the back of the drywall, which is paper, and then I have a faced insulation, which is paper, and then going through 1/2-inch OSB, which is wood and glue, and 1/2-inch siding, which is a composite. So there's just a lot of flammable things within the walls. So the floor itself is just a piece of 7/8 subfloor. So what I did, and again, tell me if you don't think this is a good idea, I took some 2-inch copper, I drilled a hole. Hopefully you guys can see that. I can't tell, but this is the exhaust from the generator, and you can see it's touching. I don't want it to touch, but what I'm going to do is stuff rock wool right in there. So this pipe, the exhaust pipe, is not touching the copper pipe. It'll be touching rock wool. If you don't know what rock wool is, it's pretty much fireproof insulation. You can buy it at Home Depot. It's rated for very high. It will not catch fire. It will not flame. It's a natural, mostly natural insulation, fire insulation. So that will go in between the hot exhaust pipe and the sleeve, the copper sleeve that I put here. And I only use copper because I had some. So I know it's an expensive sleeve, but I did it anyhow. So this exhaust goes through the floor, under the building, and then I'll show you where it ends up out there with the muffler outside. This machine already has a muffler, but I figured I've got one. Let's put another one, keep it quieter. And just real quick, you guys can see. Now I know the priming and gluing is all messed up, but when you're stuck under here and you're big like me, you just want to get it done. So I quickly ran all these pipes here. This is the intake. This is coming from the tanks, the water tanks themselves. This is my south side after the pump. So this is going to be pressurized firefighting waters, this guy here. And then these 3 1-inch lines, each one will be going to a rooftop, one on each building with a rainbird. And it'll all be controlled right behind me here. All the valves and everything will be here. And that's another phase of this project. This is a long, ongoing project. But that's what I'm doing now. So my big question is, will that muffler wrap or exhaust pipe wrap, is that a good idea for this? Tell me what you think in the comments. If you don't think it's a good idea, if you don't mind putting what you do think is a good idea, especially if you're into motors and hot exhaust and how that should be dealt with. This is kind of my prototype. This is the first one I'm going to run like this because I think the generator will get hotter than any other of these machines in here. I also got a line on a blower that I'm going to mount probably right down there, a big blower with the switch, off-on switch outside. So if I do need to use this room for the diesel heater, the generator, or the trash pump, first thing I'll do is flip that switch for the exhaust fan to suck out any fumes, any carbon monoxide, anything that might be lingering in here, suck that out before I start an engine. Just like if you have a boat, they have the same type of system. In the engine compartment bay, they have a blower that you turn on to suck out those fumes, just to be safe. So let me walk you outside. I'll show you the final part where the generator exhaust will exit, and you can tell me what you think. Beautiful day today, by the way. So you can see I have it right here. There it is. So that's the muffler. I may put a little tail on this. I still need to slope it. Now mind you guys that the entire exhaust line itself needs to be sloping downhill because condensation will build up in here, and the last thing you need is condensation water plugging up this exhaust. So here's the exhaust here. I may exit all the exhaust here on this side since this is opposite the house, just for, you know, noise deadening. So there you go, guys. That's the current status of the generator room. Let me know what you think about that exhaust heat wrap stuff. I see it on motorcycles all the time, so I mean, it's got to work, right? I wanted to not only shield the building from heat coming off the exhaust, but I also wanted to close that small little gap in between the generator's muffler and our new stainless steel exhaust pipe, this stuff here. So I've actually bought 3 packages of these. It comes with the, what would that be, probably 8 feet of this, plus a muffler and all the clamps you need for it. This is another one, so I've got plenty of these, but again, don't terminate this inside a building. This leaks like a sieve, keep it outside. So, safety tip. Also got some fire engine red. This is going to be sprayed on the outlets around the building here. Just the red caps, that's where the fire hoses will be connected to if needed. But that's it. Heaters almost 100%. Generator, other than the wrap, is 100%. And I haven't started on the trash pump yet, but we just got the parts for that. So there we go. That's pretty much it, guys. Let me know what you think about, especially the exhaust, the way I have the exhaust set up here. Let me know what you think. And if you have any constructive criticism, put it down in the comments box. Just keep it respectful. Let me know what you think if you're more experienced than I am with this. But in my opinion, I think this should work out just fine. I still need to strap these machines down because, again, they're going to vibrate. I don't want them moving around and possibly falling onto the floor and really starting a fire. So all this stuff will be secure. Everything will go, anything that does any sort of heat going through any sort of flammable, and I'll know the temperature with this, will get the fire stop. This stuff here, this is what you use on the chimneys for wood burning stoves and whatnot. I've used this before, it works great. But yeah, there we go. I've already ran the generator today. Today was the electrical cord that goes from here to a pull box in the next room over to the inverter to charge batteries. So we're getting there. A lot of work getting done, guys. Sorry I haven't made many videos recently. Just been super busy. Currently have the teenagers out here, so we've been doing stuff with them and just getting ready for winter. Winter's coming. So let me know in the comments box what you guys think, especially when it comes to that heat wrap stuff. Is that a good idea to seal where the corrugated stainless steel pipe goes into the muffler? It's probably not even a 32nd of an inch gap between the outside of this and the inside of the muffler. And it actually gets pretty snug pushing it in there. So I'm thinking just wrap it, and I'll probably end up wrapping it all the way down to here, and then I'll put the fire stop here, and then the Rockwell down in the floor. So anyways, rambling now. Let me know what you think. If you're new here, my name is Vaughn. My family and I, we live off-grid here, homesteading in northern Arizona. Just over a year now. We love it out here. It's a great experience. And if that type of content interests you, please consider subscribing. And we'll see you on the next one. Prep and Thrive.